Hey everybody, it's me, Jimmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to part two. Welcome to part two of the orange, black, and purple pregame report. It's 12:30. Philadelphia Flyers will be facing off with the New York Rangers. Already talked about that in part one of the orange, black, and purple pregame report. That's also on my YouTube channel as well, if you want to see that video. So we're in part two. So like I said, welcome to part two of the orange, black, and purple pregame report. We talked about the Flyers, Philadelphia Flyers facing off against the New York Rangers coming up at 12:30. But now we're getting into the Lehigh Valley Phantoms and the Reading Royals tonight. Both of those teams will be in action tonight. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms will have a matchup with the Hershey Bears tonight. And the Reading Royals will face off against the Adirondack Thunder for the third time this week. Let's get into the Phantoms. When we last left off, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms faced off against the Bridgeport Islanders last night. Unfortunately, it was a 5-1 loss for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. The Phantoms have been struggling to really get wins as of late because of the roster changes and many different factors to that as well. It was a 5-1 loss to the Bridgeport Islanders. Bridgeport Islanders, Jacob Gaucher had the only goal in that game as the Lehigh Valley Phantoms suffer another loss at home, this time at the hands of the Bridgeport Islanders, 5-1. Phantoms have to find a way to win hockey games. And a game like this, you have to be resilient and you have to come up with ways to win hockey games. And that's what the Phantoms need to do right now. Their last win came last weekend when they faced off against the Rochester Americans and they got the victory in a shootout. So the Phantoms really need to find some ways to win. Things have not been looking good in the Valley so far for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Meanwhile, the Reading Royals were in action last night as well, facing off with the Adirondack Thunder. In that first period, it was a Royals three-goal onslaught. In that first period, Connor McMiniman gave the Royals a 1-0 lead. And then Carson Golder made it 2-0. And Massimo Rizzo made it 3-0 in the first period. In the second period, the Adirondack Thunder were able to cut the lead in half at 3-1. Then in the third period, they cut it in half again at 3-2. It was a one-goal game so far. Until the Reading Royals were able to increase their lead at 4-2. As Carson Golder gets his second goal of the game, giving the Reading Royals the 4-2 lead. Reading quickly. Reading cut the lead in half again. And they cut the lead in half again. And it was Jacob Fresca. And it was, I gotta see who it was. I'm checking right now to see who it was. Because it's one of the Fresca brothers. I'm just not sure which Fresca brothers it is. So I'm going to check that right now. So please bear with me for a second while I check Twitter to see who got the fifth goal last night. Because it was one of the Fresca brothers. Just gotta find out which one it was. Okay. It was Jacob Frasca. It was, hold on, it says Frasca. It didn't tell me which Frasca. So I'm gonna look at this video.
And a celebration by the Ontario native with a power play goal, his second of the season, and Frasca's fourth of the year. Royals a 5-3 lead. And off to Golder. Pass cross crease pending, cut away by the Thunder. Blue line held in by the inches by Burke. Puck on his right stick handle. Burke spins down low. Frasca back in, scores! Jacob Frasca, Royals back up by 2. And exclamation!
It was Jacob Frasca who gave the Royals the 5-3 lead, and that would hold up as the Reading Royals defeat the Adirondack Thunder 5-3. The Reading Royals with 6 straight wins at home this season. The Royals have been playing some excellent hockey in the month of December. And the Royals have been red hot during the month of December. Their 6th straight win at home as the Reading Royals defeat the Adirondack Thunder 5-3. So let's get ready for some hockey action. First in the AHL, as the Lehigh Valley Phantoms will face off against the Hershey Bears. And also in the ECH, let's get ready for some ECHL hockey action as well, as the Reading Royals will face off against the Adirondack Thunder. Once again, Royals will need to get another win against the Adirondack Thunder. This season, they already have 2 wins. Can they go for a third? We'll find out tonight. I'm Timmy Flyers Guy, and this has been the Orange, Black, and Purple Pregame Report. Let's go Phantoms, and let's go Royals. This was part 2 of the Orange, Black, and Purple Pregame Report.